guys. Hey, it is so beautiful outside. It is showing 83. The beautiful blue sky, beautiful clouds, y'all. That's something I want to do, is paint clouds too, because there's so many, when you look at it, there's so many different colors and clouds. But when I see clouds like this, I think of my papa. I'm telling you, we would always be outside laying on our backs, making up stories about the clouds and shapes and stuff. So it's a good memory. Very, very good memory. So I'm on my way to work, a little bit late, not terrible late, but I just had to have a shower. I thought, yep, everyone will appreciate you being 10 minutes late if you have a shower. So that's how that is. But yeah, I just thought I didn't have a lot of time to talk this morning, but I gotta figure out how to take y'all with me in this whirling dervish business I'm doing. So my goal is Friday, when I get my car cleared out, and I have books for the library to donate, get that done. I think I've done 200 books, which is a lot. I have a lot more to go, but I've done 200. And that was something I never really gave the food bank unless there were kids' books, picture books, especially around the holiday time. But yeah, I am going to do all that, and then regardless of how tired I am, y'all, Friday when I get home, I drive by my front door. I'm going to stop everything that's in the foyer landing. I'm going to put it in my car. I don't even have to take it out of my car that day. Just put it in my car, and this is stuff that's going to go to the garage, mostly holiday stuff, some fabric, stuff to, I have to, like I said, you have to remove some in order to maneuver around. So that is something I'm going to do. Today would have been a good day to work in my garage, y'all. But I'm in a quandary because, I don't want to start saving things because, I'll give these art supplies I'm going to make a couple of phone calls. I'm so sorry. This thing just wild. Some texts out and a couple of people and see if they know kids that need them. I'd like to ask Joe's husband, if her card group, if I can have like a contact for that, because I think they made things for people and stuff. But do people send cards? I mean, everyone I know likes cards and sends cards or gets cards and that kind of thing. So I'm going to try to get Cindy to let me introduce her, Michelle, her, and Mini-Me. They're so important to me, and I'm such a good omen sign that I'm seeing them. Just great, great people. So, and I met them, my mom was actually sick. We were in this terrible process when Michelle started, and she helped me. She didn't even know me, and I was so wild, and I could not focus down to fill out like FMLA and stuff like that. So she was great. She helped me do that. And so anyway, it's so weird because they just didn't know my mother. They came to my mom's celebration of life party. So I kind of always felt like, that there was no accident. We all came together after my mom passed. And a lot of the stuff, like kitchen stuff that we had too much of, I gave to them. So it was just good. But I have to let go of this thought, like, okay, it was really meaningful that people would get my stuff. But I'm not sure I have the luxury of that because I really am going to let go of a lot. So I don't know if I can hold on to that. I do think art supplies I'll do, but I just can't hold on to, there's a patron I know too, that does things with kids for art. Maybe I can send her an email and ask her. I don't know. I'm going to put out feelers. And every gift anyone's getting for the rest of the year is coming from my home, which is, lots of good stuff. But yeah, so that's but I really want to push forward, like every day do an hour. And, yeah, I'm struggling, but you know what? I can struggle and let stuff go, which makes me feel much better. But I got to get that foyer cleared out, and then really bringing more art supplies is great. I thought, what are you doing? You really want? I'm really putting my notes. I'm gonna spend like 2 8-hour days in there, and a lot of that stuff I'm just not gonna deal with. Is gonna go to the garage. I have plenty of space, and even if I don't right now and I had to park my car outside, that's how important it is. So that is going to be, I can't be, do I want, do I don't want. It's seasonal, gone, this gone, that gone. And, and I may start a box with really unusual things that maybe I'll sell, It seems like a lot of work, but I don't know. I'll have to talk to people who do it and see that kind of thing. But so I've got lots of ideas, and I do desperately, y'all, need to weed whack my backyard, or I want to. I mean, it looks like a nice wild field out in the heathers of Scotland, so, but I would like to do that. So I'm trying to think, like, okay, if I get up in the morning, throw on some workout clothes, go for a quick walk, and then go and weed whack 10 minutes. I don't have to do the whole thing. Just weed whack 10 minutes is a lot. And it will make me feel better. I mean, I'm already at peace with the yard, that it's not going to be, it's just my yard. And I just, the weather's going to be better. I'd like to sit out with y'all. And, that kind of thing. So these are just some thoughts to share. But I'm really excited about my art, and my table is almost completely clean. So I'm gonna pull out the stuff I need to do these 2 art projects. That one I'm gonna work on every day, and so I just apparently can't go to bed, just be up all night. But I am gonna try just to get up at 6, and I'll be tired, and especially struggling with my brain, but tired anyway. Very tired anyway. So if I can get things done, that is going to be so helpful. Michelle, I got ants in my house. I have those ant traps. I have like a big one outside. I don't know where they're coming in. I used to know, but I kind of caulked it. So I don't know if these are fresh ants. I don't know what the hell's happening. But I'm going to configure a place where I can put the ones out. I have to. I literally can't stand this. And where Clara can't get into it. And I've done that before. But normally when I put something on outside, but maybe where I caulked it, they found another way to come in that I'm not seeing. I guess where there's a will, there's a way. So I got to poison them. I hate that, but that's what's got to be done. So I'm going to figure that out. What will be the best way to do that? Because I'm telling you, it drives me crazy. But it's so funny, I'm doing much better at working in my sink. So I have my whole sink filled out. 10 minutes I created commotion, which is what I'm excellent at. And I was going to take some cheese, so I was putting in a little thing, and there was cheese crumbs because I did it where I normally do it. I'm like, okay, that's easy enough to clean up. But it's, if I don't unload my dishwasher immediately, like come down, get my coffee going, feed Clara, start unloading the dishwasher, it becomes a thing. Yeah, anyway, I think I've been talking about this stuff my whole life. Sometimes I find lists, from like 2002, and honest to God, it's the same list. So, there you are. There you are. So I have not been following the Maui thing closely, but I hear the word, and it makes my heart sick, which is so amazing, because Maui was always like, oh yeah, Maui, like who wouldn't want to go to Maui? But the world, it's just, I know that the world's always suffered terribly, but it just seems, I guess it's just because it's 24 hours a day. Like I get on my, I look at Instagram. I'm not doing Instagram as much because, I'm trying to post some stuff, but you can lose a lot of time. So if I do it in the morning, I set my phone for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So I remind myself, otherwise everyone is just sucked into it. But I'm going to really commit these next 3 weeks. And I'm taking off a day next week. I may take a day off the following week. And I mean, I want to get my library, not my library, but my studio under control so I can go in there, have all my art stuff that I want to use in there, and then blast my living room, y'all. And Beverly and I were talking, and I was trying to get something out of a drawer. And I couldn't find it. I thought, why are this stuff in my drawer that I do not use? Maybe 2 years from now, a year from now, 6 months, maybe once, twice. Why do I have this stuff? And it makes it almost impossible, right, to get to things I use all the time. Now, Peter Walsh, who's the guru from Oprah, declutter, psychologist kind of guy, love him. And he's like, you know what? Throw everything in a box, take out what you need, and 6 months later, that's it. Get rid of it. And there are some stuff I do use at Christmas. And that's fine. I can have a Christmas box. I don't need to have that crap in my everyday. So I think that may be what I do. Obviously, there's some stuff I know I can let go. I don't need. Or it's left over from my mom. Might not even know what the heck it is. Do I need a garlic press when I use that minced garlic? Now I'm thinking in my head, well, maybe you should start using regular garlic. So I don't know, something like that. See? So that's the kind of thing I can put in a box, put it in my garage, and when I won't need a big box because honestly, I've been good about going through things. But I'm really, really, really tired of going into something and I can't find what I want. I really am like that. And I do think, as much as I've been talking about food planning, Beverly and I've come, just talking about it doesn't equal doing it, right, y'all? Like, that's a news flash. But there's something about talking about it that feels like you're doing it. I don't know. It's a very strange thing. But I will take you with me, y'all. I wish I could do a live and you could say, oh, nope, let it go. But if I'm not sure about what things are, I'll post them and you can tell me. And then I'm going to get my calendar out, which I have a new one. I cannot find my old one, so it is what it is. But I'm going to mark down, box of kitchen tools, garage, on this date, go through and let them go. Or I may be inspired and just want to let stuff go. When someone dies, it's funny, I was thinking today, like, there's so much Angela's stuff I would have wanted, just like her art supplies, and, there's a thing of brushes I didn't get. But for whatever reason, that wasn't what I was supposed to do, because I don't have many watercolor brushes. Not that I'm going to become a professional watercolorist, but Michelle and I are going to run into, I think, Joann's on Friday, and I think they have art supplies, so I want to look at that and I should go on and see if I can get a coupon. And I don't know if I need a set or I need 2 really good ones. I don't know. But they're longer and rounded, and I have tons of flat brushes and all that. I don't need any of those probably ever again. But this morning I sat and I separated. Oh my God, someone threw a couch on the side of the road and it is hanging on the fence, the thingy. At least I am not the kind of person that would throw a couch out on the side of the road. But so I got like ink pads together, re-inkers together, brushes together, colored pencils together, watercolor stuff together. So one of my things I want to work on first is, so right behind my, I moved my desk up, which was Herculean. I can do anything. If I could do that, I can do anything. So behind me are a bunch of journals and that kind of stuff and cute things. So what I want to do is I'm going to actually put all the journals in bags and put them in my library for now. I want to make a space for them, but I don't need them behind me, right? I just need a shelf with the current things that I'm working on. Oh, there's a silver alert, y'all. That's so sad. It's scary. I hope they're okay. And I'm sure y'all have heard me talk about this. I don't know. And then I want my brushes, my paints, that kind of thing. So there's two, my chair is kind of between two bookcases. I have tons of bookcases in there. Okay, what is people doing here? Why are you slowing down? Unless your car's braking, get over in the other lane. Really, it is dangerous for people not to drive at least the speed limit. You should not be on this highway. That kind of thing. So I would really like to get that accomplished before my workshops start. There's so many good free classes out there. There's this one I wanted to take, but I think, you know what? For right now, I'm pushing it back. Maybe ask it for Beverly for Christmas. So I'm excited. I want to bring you with that. Right now, I have two big things of trash, and they're kind of like, I can't even describe how hard they're going to be to get out, but that's number one. Get that out. Get that stuff gone. Start a new one. I haven't been as great on recycling, and I'm going to change. As of now, I'm going to make sure that I have two separate things. I have these really cool, but Angela and Beverly both, more Angela, had bags of birdseed. She fed everything. I miss that so much. But anyway, I have some tall, really kind of nice actually they're Tyvek. If I needed some Tyvek for a book journal, that might be a good idea. But I usually do my recycling in that, because then I go and throw it out. And I have a little area for that. So yeah, so behind the two bookcases behind me, everything off, right? Like with like, all the book and paper and journals away, and then bring down all my color stuff, all the things I'm going to be using, and get that set up. And I have this cool, one of these IKEA rolling carts I've had forever. I have a couple of them. But I have one sitting right next to my desk, and it's full of markers and stuff, but I don't really use these things hardly ever. So why am I going to have that? So that's the kind of thing, like, I can have my glues, my scissors, tools that I use all the time. And put my markers somewhere else, so when I need them, I grab them. And actually, one day I'm just going to grab them all and take them and see which ones works, which ones doesn't. Get all my markers together, you all, and take a picture to remind myself. Because God, I love buying magic markers and writing pens, all that stuff. But I'm so proud of myself. I haven't bought it. Other than my Bics that I bought a lot of because I love those things, I really haven't. Why would I? It's just a dopamine hit, right? I'm like, can we get a dopamine hit somewhere else besides Amazon? But that, I'm excited about that. I'm really rethinking, like, how does this need to work for me? What makes, my hot seat thing is on. Good Lord. So yeah, that's my thinking. I've been paying attention when I watch artists, like what their studio looks like. I should Google artist studio tours. So, but one of my biggest things, all that kind of paint and tools is easier to do, and I have the organization for, I don't need every glue stick out, right? I have I can't wait to show you all my organization. But paper is the thing. Paper and collage is the thing. So I'm going to have some broad categories like painted paper, watercolor paper, coffee stained, stencil paper. I want to have stuff like that. But then again, I'm going to have boxes to just have everything in, grab a box, sit down and work on that. And this workshops I want to take is called Fodder School. And basically what you do is you're making things for your stash, so that when you sit down to do something, you just kind of grab from your stash. Oh gosh, but I really, really plan to release half of what's in my studio. Because again, what is the point of looking for something through stuff that you may or may not use? And there's, I've been grabbing some of the glue stuff and checking it out and letting go what does, molding paste, stuff like that does not last, y'all. Even if you never opened it, it just doesn't. So, oh my gosh. Like, you have to come in front of me and slow yourself down. okay. I can't stand driving behind people who have like ladders and stuff. Even if it looks like it's secure, it feels like it's going to come undone any second. So, I'm getting around him. Good Lord, y'all. So those are my thoughts, and you know, I just got to have the energy and focus. But I'm gonna do a little chart for myself, write all this down when I'm, you know, focused for a second, and then refer to it, right? And you know, and of course it'll be fluid, but just to have the basics like that done. But and then gonna just get rid of. I want to get rid of 60% of what's in my living room. 60% of what is in my living room, I want to let go. But I'm going to start with what can be seen, right? What, you know, what can be seen. That's my number one thing. And the kitchen, really, I could have 6 hours, my kitchen's ready to go, right? I just got to work on that freezer. But I know that there's I keep saying that, y'all, and I don't know what. It's almost like I'm afraid to go in there. You take one thing out, you cannot close the door. But I got to look in there, too. There's probably some stuff that Mark and Sue and I can try to taste test. But yeah. So that's what's happening. And then I'm being a little bit more social, which I think is very important for my mental health right now. But then I think, well, when are you going to get this stuff done? Well, I'm going to start doing something every day. That's how I'm going to get my stuff done. And I'm going to try to take you along with me. But if I'm on fire and can just get going, then I'll do that too. Because there's plenty to share, y'all. Plenty to share. And, you know, and I think I've told this story before that I read in a book that a psychologist had 2 patients calling him like suicidal and at the same time, and he had to decide which one really needed to talk to him first. So he made that decision, and he told the other one, I want you to go to your junk drawer, I want you to take it and put everything in a box, and I want you to sit at your table and sort out in categories. So by the time that he did, the person was in a different headspace. And, you know, wow. So that's what I'm trying to do, is just start sorting and thinking. And, you know, when I find stuff I've forgotten about or I really love, that's a dopamine hit. And even going through books that I might want to use, you know, to harvest in my collage. But I do, you know, it's just, there's so many possibilities. And I just think that I have this, you know, I have all these bookshelves that are like on cinder blocks, my garage. So I want to get the first one, half the book's gone. Half of the book's gone. That is a realistic, doable goal, you know. So as I head towards, you know, downsizing, you know, and, you know, have a roommate for a while and get some stuff done, and then, you know, really think about, you know, downsizing, then I will be halfway there, 60% of the way, you know, because when I do move, I am not taking all this shit with me. Sorry, I'm not. It's really going to be things that are meaningful and important to me. And you know what? If I run out of books, I have to go to the Goodwill and buy a couple books, and that's what I'll do. You know? But yeah. So thank you guys for listening to me, talking to you guys. Sometimes I go back and I listen and I make notes. So thank you so much. And, you know, I know it's not about the stuff, right? It's not about the stuff. But it is about the stuff. But I think physically I feel better when I start to do this. And I think, you know, I've been doing so much that maybe I just hit a stumbling block, like a plateau, and I need to move past it. But I'm determined. And when I start thinking like, you know what, I can't do any of this, I'm going to lose my house. What am I going to do with my stuff? what am I going to do with my life? I don't have meaning. Like, what am, Joe, like, help people? What am I doing? Really, it just gets darker and darker. And I probably have some kind of autoimmune disorder that's going to kill me. Yeah, I mean, I'm telling y'all, it is rough. So I'm trying to journal it out. I have an affirmation, y'all. I have not hit any lights. It's ridiculous. It's unusual that I don't hit lights. That's so funny. But I'm going to read you this. I have a Louise Hay book, and I love opening books and pointing to it, no matter what the book is. I feel like there's something there for you. Okay, so here is the affirmation, and I've been thinking about this, and it feels true. It feels bad that it's true, but what's the point in feeling bad, right? That is just keeps you stuck where you're at. But my affirmation, this is unbelievable that I have not hit one light. It's like a dream. And here I want to hit a light. Okay. I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. I have a friend and her husband. I want to ask him to come stay with me a couple of days and help me with my deck and a few things, because they're just the handiest damn people you'll ever meet in your entire life. And I feel like, and she loves me and would be upset if she thought I wanted to ask her and I didn't. I'm gonna cry. But yet I can't do it. It's crazy. Anyway, see, it's hitting something. I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. I am worthy of the very best in life, and I now lovingly allow myself to accept it. Y'all. When I first read it, I thought, no, that's not for me. I thought, just write it down. That's what you were doing. Just don't dismiss stuff like this. Like, oh no, I don't like that. Oh no. Oh no. Just judge. I'm like, okay, we're gonna write it down. And I've been saying it to myself and reading it. I have it in my pocket. I've set my alarm for drinking water and reading my affirmation. And it hit home. It hit deep, you guys. I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. You know what? And it doesn't matter why I feel unworthy. I could come up with many hypotheses. Not the point. The work is in releasing that. The work is choosing to feel worthy. Choosing to feel like I can, my friend Mary said, you don't reach out to your support systems. And she's right. She's 100% right, because I feel I'm going to be rejected or something. I don't know. Or I feel like if I do, it means my whole life is going to come crashing down, and why would I drag someone into it kind of thinking. And that's just stinking thinking. So anyway, I am willing to release the need to be unworthy. Woo, y'all. And that is some journaling there. That is a good topic. And it's a deep one, and honestly, it's true. It rings very true. I don't want it to feel like it's true, but it's true. Anyway, I was not planning on reading my affirmation, but again, I try to follow my instincts with you guys. And I know there's people who can relate to that, or people who know people like that. I don't know. It's, because I've got a good personality and I'm outgoing and I do laugh and I am engaged in life in one part, but it's the internal world that I really am going to work on. So, if you're in a place, and I don't care what it is, you find yourself a good affirmation, and I need to start filling my head with strong positive thoughts and not these negative ones that go flitting around like a bat in my hair and get out and freak me out. My mom and I have always felt like we were going to be homeless our whole life. 58, I've never been homeless, but maybe it's this year, next year. Whew, y'all. And partly because I don't have a high paying job. I don't have all that kind of stuff. And I don't share my life with someone. And I keep thinking, don't think like that. Don't limit the universe bringing you things. Like, it could come to you and my YouTube channel could take off and that could support me, extra support. So of course that would be my goal, because I love doing this. And Beverly said, maybe your art. And I thought, oh my God, there's no way my art's going to. And I thought, why do you think that? Why do you limit yourself? How do you know? You just have to make it. The rest, just like I have to do the videos, the rest I just don't control. I mean, I could do things to help a little bit, and I should do that. But there are only so many hours in the day, y'all. And I'd rather talk to you than come up with plots to get people to watch me. But I am worthy of having a very successful YouTube channel. I am. And I'm worthy of having income come in a different way and not keep beating myself up about it. Why didn't you get your degree? Why don't you have a job that's high paying? You know, this kind of stuff. So useful, y'all, right? So helpful. But it's there, and if you don't admit it's there and can't get it out of your thoughts, and that's for journaling, y'all, I feel like I should go sit at my desk right now and journal. But I'm going to do that at lunch. I'm going to journal. I'm just going to start journaling my brains out all the time. Because this is a fight against, I feel like if I don't change, you know, now the next 30 years are going to be hell on earth, or God forbid, 25. So anyway, thank you guys. I love you. I'm at work. So I will talk to you later. And yeah, I can hardly wait to see your comments.